Lecture we have studied about the reflection of light and laws of reflection and what is meant by the refractive index. Today we will see our next point, that is the twinkling of stars. On page number 76, first three paragraphs up to the line, does the objects appear to be moving? Up to this point the syllabus is deleted from our book, so we can't take it. We will see our next point directly, that is the effect of atmospheric conditions on reflection of light can be seen in the twinkling of stars. We know that stars are self-luminous and can be seen at night in absence of sunlight. Self-luminous means they have their own light, although therefore stars are self-luminous and they are seen at night time when there is no sun in the sky. They appear to be point sources because of their being at a very large distance from us. We know that stars are at large distance from us, therefore they appear like a point source of a light. As the density of air increases with lowering height above the surface of the earth, the refractive index also increases. We know that the air near the earth is denser and when how is thicker, and when we go above it, it becomes thinner. That means refractive index on the earth's surface, refractive index of air is large or higher than the upper position. Starlight coming towards us travels from rarer medium to denser medium and constantly bends towards the normal. We know that in the laws of reflection, we know that when the light rays coming from rare medium to dense medium, they bends towards the normal. According to this rule, when light coming from upper side to downward side to the earth, it bends towards the normal, and this makes the star appear to be higher in the sky as compared to its actual position as shown in the figure 6.6. That means according to its actual position, stars appear at a high position in the sky. The phenomenon is shown in the figure 6.6. The apparent position of the star keeps changing a bit. It is not a permanent position. It is temporary, so it can change. This is because of the motion of the atmospheric air and changing air density and temperature. And because of this, the refractive index of air keeps changing continuously, and because of this change, the position and brightness of the star keep changing continuously and the star appears to be twinkling. That means due to the changing the position of the air or atmospheric air, its motion, and due to changing air density and temperature, the refractive index of air keeps changing continuously, and due to this the position and brightness of the star keeps changing continuously and the stars appear to be twinkling. That means the distance of star from the earth and the changing refractive index of the air due to temperature or density, these are the reasons for the twinkling of star. On the other hand, planets do not twinkle. We know that stars are twinkling but planets do not twinkle. What is the reason behind it? This is because planets are much closer to us as compared to stars. We know that stars are away from us, or they are at thousands of kilometers from us, away from us, but the planets are closer to us. They therefore do not appear as a point source, but they appear as a collection of point source. And because of changes in atmospheric refractive index, the position as well as the brightness of the individual point source change, but the average position and the total average brightness remains unchanged and planets do not twinkle. You know that stars are the point source, but the planets are collection of point source, and therefore some points are twinkling with brightness and some are not, but as average of their the total brightness remains unchanged and therefore planets do not twinkle. By sunrise we mean the appearance of the sun above the horizon, but when the sun is somewhat below the horizon, its light rays are able to reach us along a curved path due to their refraction through Earth's atmosphere as shown in the figure 6.7. Thus, we see the sun before it emerges above from the horizon. Before emerging from the horizon, we can see the sun due to bending of the sun rays which are coming to us. Same thing happens at the time of the sunset, and we keep seeing the sun for a short while even after it goes below the horizon. After the sunset, though the sun is gone below the horizon, we can also see the sun due to this reflection phenomenon. This is the reason behind twinkling of stars, why stars are twinkling and why planets are not twinkling. The main points are, first is stars are far away from us, planets are not so far away from us. Stars are point source of the light and planets are collection of point sources of light, and due to changing air refractive index and other phenomenon, the position and brightness of the star keeps changing continuously, therefore they twinkle. But in case of planets, though there is change in index or other phenomenon, brightness of some points and some are not changing, and as average position the average brightness remains unchanged, and therefore planets do not twinkle. And due to reflection phenomenon, we can see the sun before it coming up from the horizon, and we can also see the sun after it goes below the horizon. These all phenomena are due to reflection of the light. Our next point is dispersion of light. We can see the figure 6.8. The sunlight is coming through the glass prism, and after emerging out from it, it is divided into different color bands. This is known as the dispersion of light. We also observe this phenomenon in our plastic scale. New plastic scale from your compass, and we can observe these color bands. You will see light rays dividing into different colors. These colors appear in the following order, that is the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. And you know that light is electromagnetic radiation, and wavelength is an important property of the radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive is between 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Nanometer is the unit to measure the wavelength. In this interval, radiation of different wavelengths appear to have different colors mentioned above. The red light has maximum wavelength, that is close to 700 nanometer, and the violet light has the smallest wavelength, close to the 400 nanometer. And remember that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. In vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same. In vacuum means there is no air. In this condition, velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same, but the velocity of light in a medium depends on the frequency of light, and thus different colors travel with different velocity. Therefore, the refractive index of the medium is different for different colors. Thus, even when white light enters a single medium like glass, the angles of reflection are different for different colors. And so, when the white light coming from the sun through air enters any refractive medium, it emerges as a spectrum of 7 colors as shown in the figure 6.8. Then what is meant by the dispersion of light? The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called a dispersion of light. Sir Isaac Newton was the first person who used the glass prism to obtain the sun's spectrum. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through different angles, and among the 7 colors, red bends the least while the violet bends the most. You know that the wavelength of the red radiation is the highest, and wavelength of violet is the less. According to this, among the 7 colors, red bends the least and the violet bends the most, and thus as shown in the figure, the 7 colors emerge along different paths and get separated, and we get a spectrum of 7 colors. The points given below it, use your brain power. These 2 points are deleted from the syllabus. So today we learn about these 2 points, that is the twinkling of stars. We study the why stars are twinkling and why planets are not twinkling, and then we study about dispersion of light. So you have to read these 2 points, revise it, and then write down short notes on twinkling of stars and dispersion of light in your notebook, and also draw the diagram of dispersion of light. Here we will stop today. Thank you.